All right, we are at one of our favorite places in the world, which is Kyoto Station right here. And today's topic, we wanted to talk about like choosing your place in Japan, like that you want to stay at. Last year in language school, I stayed like literally 3 minutes away from this spot. Like I can walk here in about 3 minutes, and it was a really good experience. Like I stayed at that share house for about I think a month and a half until I moved to a share house closer to a spot called Kamigamo. Kamigamo House, I guess, is the share house, but it's from Borderless. And that spot was also really, really nice. But there are like huge differences between that spot and this spot. Like, obviously, when you're near Kyoto Station, you get to, like, you have access to Kyoto Station, which brings you to basically a lot of places quickly. So if you wanted to go to Osaka, you can go there in like less than 30 minutes if you make sure you get on the right train. One time I didn't, and it took a lot longer. But it's really easy to get around when you're in Kyoto Station or like you're living near Kyoto Station. Easily the best spot. Like whenever we hung out with friends to go somewhere, meeting at Kyoto Station, I just got ready in like a short amount of time, walked here in less than 5 minutes, and I was good to go. But everyone else is like trying to take a bus or trying to take the train to get to the meeting spot. Definitely something to consider. And also another thing to consider is like the availability of like restaurants and places to eat and things to do. In Kyoto Station, there's like a lot of things you can do. For instance, I believe it's somewhere there, somewhere over there that has like a piano, and I would go there to play the piano once in a while, and it was like a great spot that I miss having. After I moved to Kamigamo House, which is closer to the stations, I guess if you don't go to Kyoto or if you're not familiar with Kyoto, you won't really know, but the stations are Kitaoji and Kitayama. It's more north of Kyoto City basically, but they don't have like public pianos like Kyoto Station does, so I couldn't play as much piano. I was definitely sad by that. But that is another thing to consider. And then now I'm staying at a place closer to the end of the Karasuma line, like definitely north of Kyoto City. And it's been harder to get around for sure. Like I always have to like add an extra 30 minutes to what I think it takes. It's not a big deal, to be honest, but I mean, the nice part is there's like a park that has a pull-up bar, and that's like huge for me. I really love that it's the only park I've ever found in Kyoto City to have a pull-up bar, so so that's a big thing for me personally. But that piano, definitely, I miss it a lot in Kyoto Station. Basically, choosing where you live when you're here, like for language school or whatever else, like definitely try to choose a good spot. I'd recommend, if I were to do it again, I would definitely choose a spot closer to Kyoto Station. I just feel like I miss it. It feels like a second home to me, especially since like the piano is really close by. And like it was so easy to just eat like whatever I wanted, like whenever, like literally just walk 5 minutes and there's so many places and choices. So I miss it a lot. It's so different. It feels so different from living like in a different spot. I mean, if you prefer quieter and you want to be away from a whole bunch of tourists and a whole bunch of people who are always, it's pretty crowded around here usually, especially on weekends. So if you want to stay away from that, then try to live somewhere else where you're like maybe more north of Kyoto City or south as well. So anywhere that's like more north of Kyoto Station as well as south of Kyoto Station is less crowded. So, but as for Tokyo, I have no idea. I'll find out soon enough. But that is just a quick video for today. Choose your spot wisely, and that's my 2 cents on the different spots around Kyoto if you're doing language school or anything like that. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.